Today's video is all about how do you grow your business sustainably and one of the biggest mistakes I'm seeing entrepreneurs make today. Hey, my name's Jesse Eker, and today's video is super important if you want to grow your business, if you want to increase that income, and if you want to grow sustainably without burning out. I'm going to share with you exactly how we've done it and how you can do it as well. First of all, one of the biggest mistakes people are making is they are trying a bunch of things and not tracking the process of what's working and what's not. See, business is a game of measuring what's working and what's not. And if you continue to try a bunch of different things and you don't get repeatable results, well, then you don't really have a business system to work with. So one of the biggest challenges people do is, well, they don't really know what works, right? And then when they figure out what works, they don't do more of it. They say, well, let me do something else as well. So the number one biggest challenge that people are making and number one biggest mistake people are making that I'm seeing is they're not measuring what's working. They're not trying to approach their business in a consistent fashion, in a business system fashion. Meaning, I want to create a process of events that are going to lead to a sale. And after that sale, there's going to be a process of events that's going to deliver the product to create and exceed expectations. If I can consistently get the process to lead from getting someone to a sale and then delivering and exceeding expectations, now I've created a little bit of a business system for me to consistently work on. So one of the challenges, again, that people continue to run into is they don't know how to create that process. They don't know how to create that delivery process on a consistent basis, and they wonder why their income isn't consistent. Well, I wonder why, because you don't have a consistent process. So how do you create a consistent process? Well, you need to work at tracking what events are creating different outcomes, right? So we all have cause and effect of what we're doing. When I do this video, there's some sort of effect that happens. People comment, people engage, people go to a link that I share. Whatever it is, I make this video, then there's an effect to it. So everything that you're doing has an effect to it, right? So we want to just track that. And what we want to do is we want to do our best guess of what we feel like is going to take a new person who doesn't know us to warm them up into knowing us, liking us, and trusting us, to buying our product, service, or whatever we have to offer, and then delivering and exceeding their expectation. And that's what you need to be focusing on. How do I do those things? And you have to now measure that and track that, okay? So that's a huge thing that is really important for you to be able to grow your business. Now, if you don't have that, you're gonna have a really hard time growing your business, because how are you supposed to grow onto what you're doing? So one of the things that a lot of people do is they get something that kind of works, right? Or they get something that's working, they get something that's working and they're like, okay, this is working, right? Now I'm also gonna start doing this because I need to do more, right? I wanna get better results. So I'm gonna start doing this thing over here. But now you've split up your time on what's working to something that's brand new, and you've now split it up. If you want to grow sustainably, we need to have a process that's consistent, some sort of thing that we can track, and that we know that when we do these type of events, we're going to get this type of outcome. It's a pretty consistent system for us to be able to do. When we know something's working, we don't go and try something else. What we do is we start to build out on top of that. We start to leverage that, meaning we start to bring people in to take that over. So when people start to hire out, another challenge and mistake that I've made personally is I hire out on something new because I've heard that's the new thing that I should be doing. Instead of replacing myself in what I was doing, I went and tried something new, because I thought that was how I was gonna grow. But it wasn't. It actually just put more work onto me. So before you go and try something new, what I would at least recommend is you replace yourself in what you're doing, right? So the only way for you to go and grow the business sustainably is start to replace all the things that are working. So now that you know something's working and getting a certain outcome, well, it makes more sense to hire and replace yourself on that specific process, so that then you can go and grow something. You're not stuck in what you're doing. So I was just having a coaching call with some of our students yesterday, and one of our students is doing really, really great, and she wants to grow her business. And so she was like, what should I do to do it? And I said, well, do more of what you're doing. and start to max that out. And once you max that out, guess what? Then you do other things. So she's got a process for what she's doing. She's gonna max it out, and she's already working on something different because she's got some help over here. She's working on something different, and guess what? Now she is working on this, but she's also getting this systemized and leveraged and processed out to the max capacity at scale. So before you go and jump into something new or hire someone out that's something brand new that you're not even doing yet to get more results, well, the better, more systemized way, more sustainable way is to just process out and bring someone on to replace what you're doing, because you know if you continue to do that, you're gonna get this result. You do it in a very systematic way. And so you do that once. Now, what if you can add 5 more people and get 5 times the result on a consistent way? Well, now you just 5 times the amount of output that you're about to get into your business, 5 times the amount of outcomes that you're about to get. And you haven't even tried anything new yet. So before you go and try new stuff, my recommendation is first, figure out what works. Come up with a consistent plan so you know. It's not just posting one time on your Facebook, do this, do this. It's not that. You need to know when you do some sort of event or do something, it's gonna have some sort of outcome. And you wanna have a linear or some sort of consistent process that when you know you start it, you're gonna get some sort of consistent outcome, okay? Then once you have that consistent outcome, instead of going and trying something new, bring someone on to replace what you're doing in that, get them to do it, train them, delegate it to them, and then you go and start to build something new. Or you max that out, you build more people on top of that. This is how you grow your business sustainably. This is how you leverage yourself out of the business so you're not stuck in the business. And this is how you grow your income. What did you learn from this video? If you got a lot from it, I want to hear from the comments below. Give me your biggest takeaway from this and give me one action you're going to take from this video. I wish you success. I appreciate you watching this video. I appreciate your attention, your willingness to grow and to invest in yourself to get to that next level, to evolve yourself and to really, really succeed personally and financially. I appreciate you and I appreciate you watching this video. Bye for now.